President Trump signed 2 executive orders today to limit birthright citizenship. This comes after a recent Supreme Court ruling overturned the president's previous executive order to limit it.
Yeah, so NBC4's Conan Nolan joins us to break it all down for us. Conan.
That's right. For clarity, the U.S. Supreme Court, in a narrow decision, had overturned President Trump's previous executive order that banned birthright citizenship. The High Court saying it's part of the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. You just can't get rid of it with a signature. But the administration believes there are other, more targeted ways to achieve the same purpose. And this was a hastily assembled press conference at the Oval Office, the president signing those 2 executive orders. One, expanding the number of foreign embassy and diplomatic mission employees from foreign governments who will from being able to declare birthright citizenship for their offspring if they're born in the United States. Also ineligible, the children of individuals labeled by the government as being members of a terrorist organization. The other, cracking down on what the president and his administration and his immigration czar, I should say, Stephen Miller, called birth tourism. That current law allows the president to sanction those who seek a tourist visa where the real intent isn't to visit Disneyland, but to be in the United States when their baby is born, thus granting that baby U.S. citizenship.
People are building businesses around it. From wealthy people are building businesses around birthright citizenship. That's not the way it's supposed to work. It's a disgrace. They're buying their way in.
So if you're telling a consular officer you're here as a tourist, but your true purpose and intent is to go to a baby mill, give birth, and try to mint an American citizen while you're here, then you're committing a fraud against the American government. And by definition, that visa can and should and will be now denied.
So what is unclear is how will this be enforced? Would the U.S. simply deny any visa to a woman suspected of being pregnant? Cody Wolfsky with the ACLU's Immigration Rights Project released a statement earlier today noting that birthright citizenship had already been decided by the Supreme Court and that, in his words, no additional executive order can change the meaning of the Constitution. I'm Conan Nolan, NBC4 News.